Day 70. I took the leap to change on the 13th of October 2021. Hello and welcome to Doomi's Daily Grind. My name is Doomi and thank you for joining me today. I have created this channel to share my life experiences, inspirations I found from others, learnings I have earned, and things I have been taught throughout various periods of my life, especially the ones related to sobriety, finding serenity, and general mental health topics with spiritual growth at the forefront. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Today is the 13th of October 2022. Today, 1 year ago, I made the decision to change, finally take the leap and jump. I jumped at the edge of the cliff knowing my landing ground would not hold me up. It was hanging on very shaky ground and I had dried up weeds with the beginnings of a fell fire that I would not be able to extinguish. I was at a place where I could see both possibilities, and I knew that if I stayed where I was, the ground below my feet would slowly sink. I knew the sand will give way and I would sink until I was engulfed and suffocate to my death. I had to make a decision. Stay where I was in the state of unmanageability, filled with anxiety of facing the day, filled with uncertainty of tomorrow, not knowing whether I would survive another day or not. I was in a place where a meal was not guaranteed, in a place where I had major financial problems, in a place of chaos, in a place where people I cared about had given up on me. They would not be part of my demise. They were not willing to stand by and watch as I destroyed my life. They took the decision to look away so they could remain sane. They couldn't stand the pain I had been inflicting on them any longer, and they kindly left. It was a dark place, a place of no hope, no faith, no trust, no confidence. It was a place filled with guilt and shame, filled with questions I could not answer. It was a place of torture with nauseating pain of my past actions, my past decisions, and a place where I realized I am the only one who can change my destiny. And yet I felt powerless to leave this place. I walked over the edge and saw two possibilities. The first of which was to take a leap and fall right down to the growing fire where I would just end it all. Slowly get destroyed in pain and suffering, slowly being suffocated by the smoke while the fire would slowly cook me alive. But that would mean it would be an accelerated end to my misery. My despair would end. But this place also meant pain for others, the ones that still cared for my well-being, but were powerless to do anything about it. If I took the leap and fell into the fire, I knew I would be missed. I knew I would have left so much pain and anguish behind. I did not deserve to leave this way. They did not deserve to be bystanders and watch me burn and turn to ash. If I took the leap and avoid this possible doom, I would need help. I cannot do it on my own. I cannot carry myself up and away from the hell that was facing me below my feet. I looked up to the sky and saw the red-orange color of fire beneath me blend into green and into blue. I saw shades of orange and yellow. I saw the clouds as white as snow. I saw the sun as beautiful as ever. filled with the possibilities of a new life, a new way, a new journey. It seemed far, it seemed unreachable. I had no wings, I had no means to propel myself toward that place. I need help. I cannot stay where I am. This was the first decision I made. I cannot stay here and die a slow death, be forgotten in my suffering. I cannot stay. This decision left me with two choices. I had the drive to live. I knew I had to live. I knew that for me to live, I would have to grow some faith. I had to trust my strength, to let go, accept, and through that acceptance, I had to embrace both possibilities that remained in front of me. I didn't see any steps to lift me up if I fell headfirst into the shaky fire pit that lay below me. Most of my support structures had burnt away. There were no more bridges, no more ropes to climb. I had to grow some faith. I took a decision not to fall. I knew from my past experience that if I trust the process to change, there lives the possibility of being carried up by the unknown, carried up into the sky where the sun lived, where the clouds floated peacefully. That place that would allow me fresh air, that place where I could find serenity. Without knowing the power of the unknown, I took it. I looked down at my dry, cracking feet, closed my eyes, and grew some faith. I remembered how I had survived before. I knew where to look for help. I knew I had a higher power that has ensured I stayed alive until now. And I closed my eyes shut and I prayed. I prayed while moving closer to the edge. I knew I was moving closer to freedom. I had some hope of surviving the sleep, going against the anguish of fear and anxiety, depression, and that feeling of failure. I slowly bent my knees, putting weight on them to create that initial springboard, the only one I had access to. I hoped my knees were strong enough to provide me with that bounce that I needed to take the flight. I took action and I leaped. I took the leap, leaving behind that platform that was crumbling away. And I suddenly realized that I am not being pulled by the gravitational force that would end in my demise. With that realization, I grabbed whatever strength I had to propel myself forward and up. I felt the force, the upward force of the unknown. It was lifting me higher and higher, providing me with the boost that I required. The more action I took, the stronger it became. The more I trusted it, the more powerful it became. I slowly realized I was not alone after all. The fear and doubt was slowly leaving me. I let go of what I couldn't change on my own. I had found my higher power. She was there, carrying me as I showed gratitude, day in and day out. It was a slow and steady flight, but I had regained that confidence that I was not alone. My mind started clearing up. The more I was grateful for my family, the more I appreciated what I had right in front of me, the stronger the force was. I realized it was there all along. My support system, my friend, my family, my children, my partner, my higher power. They never left. I just took them for granted when I thought I could do it on my own. They were there all this time. It is a year later, and I'm still on the forward and up trajectory, appreciating all the changes that are taking place. The good changes, the painful changes, the exhaustion, the pain that keeps popping up in my head every once in a while. You see, it's not smooth sailing. It's not smooth flying. I get blown back and forth by the wind sometimes. Sometimes it rains and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I take a break and rest my body. Sometimes I work hard. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I have guilt and shame. And sometimes I have fear and anxiety. I sometimes am dragged back to the past, and I sometimes find myself dreading the future. I just have to remember the goal. I have to remind myself of the destination and keep reminding myself that the journey that I am on is the destination just for today. I have to be present. I have to be aware of every choice I make. Be here, be still, be grateful, be open minded to the possibilities that lie ahead of me. Live the life I have today and trust the process. The hardest step has been completed. Acceptance is the answer. I am here a year later and I am okay. I am really fine. I am feeling content today, and it really doesn't matter how I will be feeling tomorrow or how I felt yesterday. You see, change does not require the alignment of the universe. Change does not require money. Change does not require friends or family. Change does not require a life changing event to occur. Change is a choice. Change is a decision. Change is acceptance, and change is what is required for fulfillment and self actualization. And only one person is responsible for that change, and that person is you. Take the leap of faith. Be prepared for what may be and trust the process that will lead you to a discovery of who you really are and the endless possibilities of who you may become. Just for today, I am happy I took the leap. Just for today, I am sober. Just for today, I have a clear mind. Just for today, I am exhausted by my physical efforts and not my depression. Just for today, I don't fear the future. And just for today, I am not being held back by my past. I am gratitude. I live gratitude. I am grateful. And with that, I would really like to thank you for your time, your support, and being with me on this journey to finding serenity. If you enjoy listening to me or watching my channel, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. You can find my podcast, Dumi's Daily Grind, on popular podcasts such as Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and others. You can also become my Patreon if you feel like it, and you can find me on www.patreon.com/Dumi's Daily Grind. If you would like to get in touch, please send me an email to dumi@dumisdailygrind.com or visit my website www.dumisdailygrind.com. Until I see you next time, stay well and may your higher power shower you with blessings and keep you safe today. Let us be diligent with the work required to achieve our goals and hopefully experience serenity and peace of mind. The answers are always right in front of us and will be revealed if we truly seek them. Let us be present, conscious, and intentional in our lives and grow positively to achieve the happiness that we truly seek. Goodbye for now. I will see you next time. Lots and lots of love.